Holly of H. Nicholson Illustration, and I am a fashion illustrator. So I've been involved in art since a very young age. I've been doing art classes, taking art classes since I was about 6. And now that I'm teaching them, I'm trying to keep it going with the younger kids and have them stay active and interested in art like I was. I kind of ended up arriving at fashion illustration because I had such a passion for art, but also for fashion. And fashion illustration has been my way of combining the two into one little explosion of fashion and art. Megan Hess, she's a fantastic fashion illustrator. Her work is very clean, and she uses a lot of black and white lines, but with pops of color. And you don't really see it reflected in my work, but I just really admired the elegance of her work. So when I'm going to do an illustration, the way I come up with it, I call them my illustration candy. They're products that I love, designers' products that I love, shoes, bags, skirts. I'm all about the tulle skirts right now, so I've been doing a lot of tulle skirt illustrations. So basically I illustrate what I want to have and what I don't have, and it becomes my little closet of my little illustration closet. I'm most passionate, aside from my own work, working with children. I love seeing how they kind of explode their own creative process, and it's fun to work with them side by side. I'll kind of illustrate something, or I'll do a sketch of a little girl in a dress, and they'll be like, oh wait, like I can do that too, and they work off my enthusiasm and I work off their enthusiasm too. It's just so fun to see them get into it and create, and I feel like every kid loves art. I hate that it kind of fades away once they get older. I feel like every kid is an artist and they love it, and then some of them hang on to it like I did, and some of them kind of dwindle away, but I'd love for now at least to keep as many kids as I can involved in art. Over the summer I teach a lot of art classes just south of Boston, so I love doing my fashion illustrations with them along with a lot of other fine arts projects. I think a lot of kids are not encouraged to keep up with their art. I definitely was as a kid. My parents were so supportive of the fact that I loved art, and it was something that I really wanted to do, and it wasn't just a hobby. It wasn't something I did in my spare time. It was something I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I think a lot of times with boys, they're kind of afraid to do it because they don't want, they go, it's like a girly activity. I see that happening a lot. I have so many boys that I work with right now that are so talented, and they'll kind of like bring their work to the side and do it like in the back and hope no one sees it. I'm like, no, that's awesome, and I try to encourage them as much as I can because there's so much talent out there. So I love working with anyone involved in fashion. A big crowd I work with are fashion bloggers. I love seeing their posts. They kind of inspire my posts. They have a lot to do with what I draw for fun, but I've collaborated with a lot of bloggers. I've done a lot of custom illustrations with bloggers. They're just fun people to work with. They have a passion for it, and I have a passion for it, so we share that passion, and it's just fun for me to illustrate their looks, and I think it's fun for them to see their looks illustrated. So we both get something from it, and I also love working with local boutique owners. So stuff like that is a lot of fun for me. Yeah. I'm actually working with a photographer now, and she's going to be doing a photo shoot, and she's going to be shooting the models in nude underwear, but from there she's going to give me the photos, and I'm going to actually do illustrations of these really kind of extravagant gowns over them, and we're going to be merging the two, so you'll end up seeing her photo with my gown illustration on top of it. And the theme we're doing is going to be the last 5 years of Pantone colors. So this year's is Radiant Orchid. So we're going to go back from there. And I believe last year was Emerald or something like that. I'll have to look into it more. But so we're going to start with this year's Radiant Orchid and work the past 5 years back. So that's our inspiration for the photo shoot fashion illustration merge. So I started putting my work out there, and people were interested, and it's all about sharing with social media. So one person shares it, and that opens up to a whole new crowd, and you never know who's going to share your work. So it kind of snowballs from there. But I mean, mostly it's just fun for me to put my work out there. I love just taking a pic. It's just so natural now. Like I finish an illustration, I'm like, oh, let me post it like really quick, and So you're just getting yourself out there and sharing like what the hashtags. It's all about the hashtags. Who are you reaching? Instagram, definitely. It's visual. I'm a visual person. My work is obviously visual. So yeah, definitely Instagram. I think that's my biggest following is on Instagram. It's a small Facebook following, but Instagram.